princess. Sorry, don't start it off like that.
Hello, princess.
So if you're like me and you've gone through many HGTV phases, I can't name any of the shows that I've watched because it's all just the same people over and over again. Sorry, is that racist? I can't tell any of them apart. I'm sorry. But god damn it, I love all those shows, okay? I love all of them. There is one with this couple... No. They're brother and sister. Sorry, it's either brother and sister or a couple. I love it. I think it was called Farmhouse Uplift Farmhouse. They're Canadian. There's this one scene where Billy is literally cutting wood while it's fucking blizzarding outside, and it's insane and it's awesome. Anyway, there's this one viral show from 1997 that's been kind of going viral on TikTok lately of these two ladies. They're wearing matching overalls. It screams 1997. And oh my god, they make the most insane choices you could possibly imagine. Good. For example, you know how some people get eyebrows tattooed on? Well, think of that, but for a rug. So they paint the rug on the floor, and now it's not going anywhere. So that's one of the problems solved. Bruh. I can't think of any more issues with that. So my friend Pinely held me hostage when I was in England, and we did a video on that together, reviewing some of those clips of these two ladies. I just was really inspired to come take a look myself at this. And also, I had a really crazy trip. Secondly, my last video was too much thinking. And thirdly, I got home to a broken microwave. I didn't break it. So my week has been crazy. We're gonna do something a little more chill this week. Okay? So this show is called Decorating Scents, and it did air on HGTV. It's been going viral, and one of the ladies from it got interviewed, and she said something along the lines of, oh, it's an honor to go viral. It was gonna air no matter what, so even if it looked kind of bad, oh well. And you know what? I love that philosophy. I think we can all take a little bit of that philosophy in our daily life. Not everything has to be so perfect. Not everything has to be so perfect and polished. Isn't that right? Can you tell this video wasn't scripted? I can. Alright, so the premise of the show is they're gonna redecorate this person's home who has 6 little girls for under $500, adjusted for inflation. I don't know. Brayden, may you please? I'm holding the number in my hand. That's $500 in today's money. So the whole thing, decorating scents. They're doing it on a budget.
And we're gonna do all of this for under $500.
Let's figure out how far we can stretch this $500.
Yes, you heard me right. 6 little girls live in this house, ages 11 to 1.
That's good.
They are such cute kids.
Yeah, they're really a great family.
I know this isn't related to the show whatsoever, but whenever I was a kid and I walked into one of my friends' homes and they had this on the wall, first of all, this looks like all of them died. Is that just me? Is it just me? This is a little off-putting.
This room is off to a good start, but it's a bit too cavernous and masculine for a family with 6 girls. This room isn't very functional or fun, and fun is what we're all about on this show, so we began our fun right here in the kitchen with decorative paint.
The pacing of this show is really weird, first of all. I'd only seen clips on TikTok, but the pacing of it is so strange already. All right, so these ladies love paint. If there's anything they love doing, it's making permanent damage on a budget.
Freehand cursive, all the names of the daughters on the soffits. These are the 2 colors we'll be working with, burnt sienna and leaf green.
Those are my favorite Pokemon games!
And then painted it leaf green by tracing over our line drawing. A stiff bristle brush as this works best.
Please tell me they're gonna smooth out those lines, right? Right, guys? They're not just gonna leave it like that, are they?
Then we stamped oversized copper leaves in between each girl's name.
Wow, so every episode is like this, huh? Does that look like a leaf to you? I feel like ancient aliens are gonna recover this house in 500 years' time. The show will still be going on, of course. Season 500, who knows? And they're gonna look at this and be like, I think our ancestors painted what they saw, which is aliens. Wait, so they're painting all of the daughters' names on the wall in the kitchen? I know this is low-hanging fruit, but why? Hey, it's gonna be a quick why. Huh? Do they do that?
I think to get just the design that you want in this kind of a size can be hard to find and can also be expensive. So we decided to try making our own, and we used a real oak leaf.
Found the perfect leaf after hours of searching.
This is the leaf you came up with after hours of searching? Listen, not to flex, but hold on. So here's a leaf I came up with after 10 minutes of searching. Take a look at that. Just a small flex. This is from 2024. Hang on, I thought this one was also really cool. Check it out, my leaf. Here's another one. I really think I did a good job. This is like the perfect representation of Canada. I just don't think that's the best oak leaf they could have come up with. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to flex, but I'm pretty good at picking out leaves. And I'm just saying they could have done better.
We'll use the term window treatment loosely in the kitchen. Because we want the light to pour in through the windows, we'll add an outdoor decorative touch. We wound honeysuckle vine and real oak leaves over the window frame.
Okay, now hold on. I like that one. I think that's cool as shit. I don't know, there's something just about having nature inside the house that I really fuck with. That's kind of my favorite thing to do in Minecraft. When you have like leaves inside the house, it just adds a little something. I think they're onto something here. I really like it.
This window treatment simply enhances this area and warms it up without blocking the lovely view to the outside.
Wait, $38? Why did that cost $38? You're just picking up sticks and leaves from outside. I've noticed that about this show, at least in the clips that I've seen. The things they choose to spend money on are kind of bamboozling to me. Like in the collab I did with Evil Pinely, they had like a rug that was literally like a plastic tarp, and they painted on it and it looked like a toddler had done it, and that was $90. They could have just bought a real rug for that money that looked so much better. So I don't understand why this is $38.
The kitchen is either all lit up or dark. So to cozy up this space, especially at night, we placed 2 inexpensive lamps on the sides of the sink.
They were adamant about using the oak stencil again. We need to put a leaf print on this, please. Or else what's the point? If I'm just putting stuff in the place, then like, is that really decorating? You need to customize it.
One more similar lamp was added here on the second sink for more coziness. Notice how we continued our leaf motif by tracing around a real leaf on the shade and then outlining it. We draped and swagged and draped until we got just the right amount of droop on each window. And the finishing touch on these windows? Small nosegays of oak leaves and acorns.
All right, you know what? I kind of dig the nosegays. Hey, no, I can't think of a joke. Hey, do you nosegays? If anyone can come up with a funnier joke for the nosegays, let me know. You know what makes more sense than anything on this show? Beyond Meat. I'm not here to convert you to veganism, it's not my religion. But I do often enjoy eating plant-based meat. Honestly, I stopped eating red meat because it hurts my stomach. But when I'm craving a burger or anything of the sort, I love using Beyond Meat. So that's why I'm really excited to have them sponsor today's video. I feel like there's a misconception with plant-based meat being unhealthy or overly processed, but Beyond is made with clean, simple ingredients like peas, red lentils, and avocado oil through a simple process like making pasta. The process is closer to how pasta is made through a simple process of heating, cooling, and pressure. And that's to texturize plant proteins so they mimic animal muscle fibers, like how tempeh is made. The new Beyond Burger has 21 grams of protein and uses avocado oil for healthy fats. It has no cholesterol, antibiotics, or hormones. So it's a satisfying and health-forward swap that works for me and may work for you too to include on your next grocery list. Thank you Beyond Meat for sponsoring this video, and thank you for not ruining my walls with paint. Back to ruining walls with paint.
We replaced the artificial flowers in the homeowner's vase with more oak leaves and cattails to tie in our new theme.
Hot dogs. You guys ever have those? Cattails around? I don't know why they made them look so edible. They just look like corn dogs. Or do you think, no. Cattails probably came first. We modeled the corn dogs after the cattails. But then here's what happens in society. Society now looks at the cattails and they're like, I should eat that. When you really shouldn't. So it's really whoever invented corn dogs. A lot of like permanent psychological damage. So it's kind of like the Tide Pod that they look at cattails. But then it's also like, okay, well then don't do that. Them look so yummy. Then I wouldn't have wanted to eat them. You know?
This handmade V toy box doubles as a great window seat, and the safety hinged lid makes cleanup duty a snap.
You know what? This is awesome. I'm gonna say it. This is awesome. We need to give credit where credit's due. There's just something about me that really loves a good like seating that doubles as storage. It just always does something for me. Also, I still don't know why they're so adamant on putting the leaf stamps on this. It's like kind of their watermark at this point. It didn't need it, but goddammit, it's there.
With 6 little girls comes a lot of storybooks, so we brought up the kids' bookcase from the basement for family room reading and got busy painting it to coordinate with our leaf theme.
Listen, I'm no professional interior designer, but it's kind of blowing my mind how they're painting this in just like splotches instead of like going up and down with the wood grain. That's driving me a little crazy. The fucking leaf stamp again!
Then, to hide the books and make it more attractive,
Why did they put the books like that? Why didn't they just stand them up? There's clearly room. Why did they have to do that? And now they're like, well, since it looks so fucking ugly, we have to cover it up with more of these blinds. Yeah, because you put them that way.
for pennies, just $16, we took the bookcase from this to this.
Wait, they only painted the side? I thought they were gonna paint the whole thing white. But that just, it kind of looks like a mistake. I'm sorry, that's so mean. Nah, it kind of looks like a mistake. Did the bookshelf need curtains? Did the bookshelf need curtains?
Children's bookcase that blends perfectly with our new decor.
Dude, the guitar strumming, the guitar picking in the background, I feel like it's been looping for like 20 minutes at this point. It's kind of making me dissociate. I don't know what about it is like kind of hypnotizing.
Decor. With the help of interior floral decorator Melissa Kinney, we began updating the wreath by removing the fruit. Then we wired honeysuckle and glued and tucked in oak leaves. Mission accomplished. An 80s wreath brought into the 90s.
That's just crazy to hear. Also, it looks so much worse. Wait, hold on. It looks like the swamp people from Avatar made this. It looks like a, you know what? Yeah, it's an 80s wreath brought into the 90s. You're right.
All that's left, a few finishing touches.
God, that seems like a fire hazard. Even if these leaves are plastic, this still seems like a fire hazard. Hold on. They're just gonna gloss by? This mirror is $40. See, this is what I mean about like the money allocation here. I'm about to go Dave Ramsey on these people.
I've learned from him.
And the frames, picture frames, $49. Like, if you're interior decorating, $50 for picture frames is not really going to be like, wow, money well spent here. Right, guys? And what is that, $49 in today money? Hold on, holding space. It's that much? That's a lot. You can go to the thrift store, find picture frames for like $2. $50 lamp? Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure I saw that one at Goodwill the other day. See, like all three of those other lamps that they showed earlier, all three of those were $48. And this one lamp that looks like they found it at a Goodwill, maybe since I'm looking into the past, maybe it does end up there. This one is $50. Who's doing the budgeting?
Okay, I'm gonna try this. We have Jane, Anne, Laura, Grace, Rose, Mom Diane, Dad John, and Melissa's at camp. So I'm sorry she couldn't be here. But I got it right?
Yeah, that's right. Very good.
So what do you guys think of your new rooms?
Absolutely love it.
Yeah. Just nice little touches, I think, that really warmed the space up.
They seem like they really like it. I love the idea of doing this, like, irreversible damage to the home and then sitting them down and asking them in front of the camera, so, do you love it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love it. Keep the touch-up paint, because we're gonna have to fucking do more work later to fix what they did.
We spent $4.99.
$499. You guys enjoy that, okay?
We will.
Okay.
Very nice.
We will. Thanks. Yeah. Fuck. I really hope that wasn't their money. It probably was.
That's right, this room in its before stage didn't reflect the charming personalities of the family or address the children's toy storage problem. Now it's fun, cozy, and highly functional. A place where all members of the family can play, relax, or watch movies together.
Watch movies together where? There's no TV in this fucking room. Also, I love how they said that this room is now functional as if it wasn't before. Because they didn't add any furniture or anything to actually make it more functional. It's just, hey, let's put some leaves here. Okay, done. We spent $499. You're welcome. Don't need to thank me. Like, I do kind of like the warmth that they did add, I guess, minus the oak leaf stamps and the names on the wall.
A room for all seasons.
All right, the next part of this episode is an interior redesign, which I thought that was the first part of the episode, so now I don't know.
Buying a new home can be very exciting, but how do you furnish your new home without spending a fortune? Well, we brought in interior rearrangers Marie Kinneman and Wendy Leppert, members of the Interior Arrangement and Design Association, to show us how to use your old furniture in a fresh, new way.
Dude, I better be getting some feng shui psychology in this. I better be getting feng shui-centered design here. When I look at these three ladies, they scream feng shui.
Here's something you don't see very often. 2 identical chairs side by side.
Adding the second green chair that matches this one adds extra seating for the TV viewer, as well as making a love seat.
Something is not quite right.
I can tell you what's not quite right about this. You know, that's interesting. I'm not sure about these angles. I know a lot about angles. You know, obtuse, acute, perpendicular, right angle. But this is kind of doing all sorts of math in my head that I'm not really sure what to make of it.
Here's a neat idea. The redesigners found this beautiful bench in the homeowner's yard. By placing it in front of the sofa, they have created a very unusual coffee table.
Hold on. Okay, so they found this bench in their yard. Perhaps it is a yard item, even. Perhaps it's a concrete bench that they've now used as definitely an unusual coffee table. Why? We got the beige couch, pink rug, blue 2 sofa chairs right next to each other, and a red armchair on the other side of that. What is happening?
And now here's the finished makeover.
Wait, yeah, okay, this was my issue with angling the couch, because look, now when you come up here, because, you know, we're looking at this over the railing, you come over here, right? You cannot pass through this area. And then you're stuck with this really awkward nook over here. What is happening? What kind of feng shui? This is anti-feng shui. If I was the fucking HOA in Animal Crossing, this would get like 100 points total. This is like trying to trigger the feng shui demon. This is a Dutch angle, but for interior design. How to make your guests feel uncomfortable in your space. If feng shui was Jesus, this is the Judas of feng shui. I'm trying so hard to explain how anti-feng shui this is.
And this beautiful centerpiece becomes a focal point of the room.
Dude, can you imagine fucking stubbing your toe on a concrete slab in the middle of your living room? Ow! It's probably so terrible to like put your feet up on or even touch because it's a yard item. You're gonna scrape your skin on that thing.
We were able to maximize the space for TV viewing, entertaining.
Okay, this is the second time they've talked about TV viewing in the space in which there is no TV. Are they hiding it? Is it in that cabinet? Also, they kind of did the opposite of maximizing the space. They created a more less space, if you will, with that weird corner.
The homeowner could hardly believe it was the same room. Wow. For questions or comments, please write to Decorating Sense, Box 50970, Knoxville, Tennessee 37950.
Dear Decorating Sense, I have some thoughts and concerns. All right, so that was season 5. That was 1998, and you know, 1998 might be a little too tame for what we're going for. So we're gonna take it all the way back to season 1 in 1997. So 1 year before. They did 5 seasons within a year, with it looks like roughly like 13 episodes a season. They were hard at work. I'm gonna say it.
I'm Joan Steffen, and today we are going inside this house to redo a kitchen for under $500.
Golden,
Hi,
thank you so
Joan.
much. This is definitely what a project fit for you.
I'm having a breakdown in here.
know, it's too white.
It's way too white for me. Took my cue from the client's chairs.
Okay, these chairs over
They
here.
have terrific chairs and great colors.
Wait, I kind of love this. I do love the chairs. And the clock on the wall is wild. I really wish we had stuff like that today. I can't wait for them to take it way too far.
And I'm going to paint them out fabulous colors.
Oh my God.
Lime green, turquoise, red, just to make you want to eat in this kitchen and stimulate your appetite. Just
what
what
I
you need.
I will definitely be stimulated. I can't say to eat, but I'll definitely be stimulated.
And I'm going to take these ceramic tiles and glue them randomly on the backsplash.
Oh, why would that be inexpensive and cute?
Cheap and colorful.
I love the idea that I'm gonna just do this randomly and it's gonna come out really good. Kind of like this video if you really think about it. That's kind of how all of our best works are made, right? Randomly, spontaneously. You know, who am I to even judge this? God, I'm hungry.
Stimulate your appetite. Just what
I
you need. I'm hanging pictures.
You want to spell that for me? Are we talking?
Pitchers. Pouring pictures.
She said that like Debbie Ryan saying like,
I sat down with the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is.
I'm hanging pictures.
and she's like, you want to fucking explain what that means, dude? Pictures.
Now that thing I'm not visualizing, so I'm going to just have to wait
Trust
and
me.
see how it turns
Yeah.
out. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
She still has no fucking idea, as do I not have a freaking clue. She's like, I guess I'll just have to wait and see what the hell you're doing. We didn't approve anything. We're just letting you have full reins on this. We have no clue. Like, what's gonna happen? We found you on Craigslist.
And remember, we are doing this for under $500.
They didn't have the guitar guy yet for this, and it shows. It's a little too calm in here.
The first thing on our list is paint. As Nancy said, she wanted to bring attention to the soffits, so she chose bright accent colors in red, lime green, and turquoise.
Dude, this is like the Maple Story soundtrack. I really dig this. I really love the vibe of relaxing like video game music behind them fucking destroying this kitchen with like the most overstimulating colors they could have possibly chosen. Lime green, literally juxtaposed right next to bright red. Wait, hold on. Bellow. 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 Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I like this blue color. By itself, I like the blue. This is definitely stimulating. It's not stimulating me to eat, but I can only imagine it's gonna they're gonna go further with it.
Keep in mind, if you decide to use wallpaper in a kitchen, it must be able to stand up well to steam, grease, or in the case of my kitchen, smoke.
That was a good one. That was a good bit. Or in my case, the fucking smoke from when I burn everything in there.
Alternatively, you can also give ordinary wallpaper a coat of gloss polyurethane to make it more durable and long-lasting.
These people are obsessed with polyurethane, obsessed with it. And a lot of the clips I saw in the collab video, they were just putting polyurethane on everything. If you don't know, it's like an oil-based finish. I feel like we don't do that anymore. I feel like there's gotta be a reason for it. I genuinely don't know. That sounded like it was rhetorical. I literally have no idea.
Anyway, so I'm going to take these different tiles and randomly put them up on the backsplash wherever the mood hits me.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay within the perimeters of the squares. And that's what's going to be. And then when this is all done, we'll have bursts of color.
I feel like this lady, even though she's, definitely creative, she gives me that energy of that lady who does like that magic, the rainbow sponge thing, where she does it and she's like, oh my God, this is amazing.
But this is exciting. Look at this color. Oh!
It's kind of the same energy, so like honestly, I'm just here to be like, she's having a good time. At this point, I don't give a shit what the owner thinks. As long as she's having fun, I'm having fun too.
One by one, Nancy hung bright.
Wow! So that's what she meant by pictures. Literally obstructing the nice view outside with a blue plastic jug hanging from some beads. $75 for all these pictures that you're not gonna use. I feel like $75 for all this isn't very cheap. How many pictures does one kitchen need? I have one. I don't know about you, but I have one.
Is this not the most creative window treatment you have ever seen? This is so cute. You are good.
Thank you.
It looks like stained glass.
It does.
It does? Where? It looks like stained glass. You just have to close your eyes and pretend that it's stained glass. You know what? As long as she's having fun. That's what I said.
It really has a fun, funky effect without being a curtain and a little bit of privacy.
I like how they say that it adds privacy when it's like, oh, I can't see you. There's a jar in the way. There's 5 jars in the way. It's too private. I can't see inside. It's like a big piece of stained glass.
We custom built this shadow box to display art, a message board, photos, utensils, and decorative objects.
And I kind of love that. I feel like this whole show has been like, wait, hold on, that's cool on its own. Also, I'm really overwhelmed. Also, I'm definitely stimulated. This kind of looks like it's inspired by that, like, it kind of looks like this from Pete Mondrian. Anyway, it kind of reminds me of that, and I kind of like it.
The rest, we wallpapered. The reason we hung such a bold piece on this large wall is because the kitchen needed an architectural accent to balance the room. Now the eye travels naturally from the window area to this section of the kitchen. And refrigerator magnets. What kitchen isn't complete without magnets arranged in a checkerboard pattern?
You're so right. No kitchen is complete without magnets. I do love magnets, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like in each episode, there's like one thing that's like, you know what, that's pretty cool. And then the rest of it is just, it's something. For the other one, it was the toy box chair thing next to the window, seating next to the window that doubled as a toy box. That one was pretty cool. I'm also into the magnets with the pictures in the middle.
I love it. I think it's a real success, and I'm happy with the color, and I think it did it. We did it. Thanks, honey.
Is it time to take a look at what we've accomplished?
Yeah.
Let's take another look.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, guys. I know I've been saying hear me out this whole time, but hear me out. I don't hate it. I think it's camp in a fun way. I know not everything camp is good, but I like how the vases match the colors they used, I'm kind of into it. I feel like I'm in a painting. You know that painting of that room? Hold on. Kind of reminds me of this painting by Van Gogh. I could not tell you why, if I'm being honest. Now looking at both of them, I don't really see it. But in terms of vibe, I kind of see it. Let me know if you agree. So that was Decorating Sense. My name is Sherlock Holmes. And you know what? This is a fun show to put on. I quite enjoy it. It's pretty low stakes, besides the person whose house got renovated, but you know what? That's really not my problem. They're just having a good time. If they're having fun, I'm having fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to listen to my new song, Perfect Fantasy. It's a city pop song. It's out now. It's in the description. Make sure to add it to your playlists, everything, whatever. Follow me on Instagram at itsgabibelle. And I have some pictures to buy. Bye-bye.